Flowey. Flowey the flower.
Flowey the flower.
Since for random bullshit, go!
Okay, let's say theoretically Toriel never came for us and we somehow got past Flowey. How are we supposed to know how to do this puzzle? Nothing tells us how to do it. What, just because the floor is colored differently we're supposed to know which stones to step on?
Exactly. See, to solve a puzzle, you need a good idea. It can be trial and error, but looking at this one, it seems that there are only 2 combinations to try. So yeah, obviously, the different color of the floor is the answer.
A puzzle requires pieces of information to solve it, and you want to know what information you're supposed to have in order to solve this puzzle? This patch of lighter floor. Last time the lighter floor was the stuff we weren't supposed to touch. How would I have known this time? It's floor!
There's literally a sign that tells you how to proceed. What are you mad about? The previous puzzle is irrelevant.
Also, what's preventing someone from just, swimming to the other side, ignoring the puzzle completely?
Nothing. Perhaps you don't want to get wet. If you're talking theoretically, we can also say that you can skip the puzzle and nothing would happen. But why do you think this is beyond logic?
Speaking of the underground, how do cell phones work here? Are there phone towers built in the underground?
Charriii sending the game for a question cliché. Bro, what are you doing? Just push the rock!
Whoa there, partner. Who say you can push me around?
Wait, how come sometimes rocks are rocks, but other times rocks are not rocks?
You should read the signs around the ruins. There is a sign that says 3 out of 4 grey rocks recommend you push them. This means the rocks are apparently sentient and this last one doesn't like you pushing it around.
Okay, so I know that ghosts already defy all laws of physics, but how is he crying up? And I think more importantly, how are his tears creating a hat?
You know what? I'll let Charriii do this one.
Ghosts defy all laws of physics.
Leave 7G in the web.
Okay, I know kids nowadays have all this crazy internet lingo such as don't at me and Fortnite, but what am I saying yes to here?
It's a choice. You're perhaps saying it to your inner self, I don't know. Why are you asking questions that make no sense and reason them via internet lingo?
Did you miss it? Spider bake sale down to the right. Come eat food made by spiders. For spiders. Of spiders.
Well, first of all, we're not even a spider, so to say that it's for spiders isn't really correct, but isn't that kind of weird? Like, isn't food made by spiders of spiders the equivalent of if humans made cookies with their pee or something?
So first of all, the fact that you are not a spider doesn't negate the fact that the food is made for spiders. You can eat dog food if you really want to, yet it doesn't mean it's made for humans. Next, pee is really not something that you should use as an example here. It's made of spiders. The equivalent would be humans making cookies with balls instead of eggs or minced hand instead of flour.
The fire isn't burning hot, just pleasantly warm. You could put your hand inside.
I don't know how to tell you this, but fire is fire and fire burns.
Unless it's some sort of fire magic that is made so that the fire is safe to touch. In the world of magic, everything is possible.
I want you to know how glad I am to have someone here. There are so many old books I want to share. I want to show you my favorite bug hunting spot. I've also prepared a curriculum for your education.
It took me half an hour to get here, tops! How did you go grocery shopping, put everything for the pie together, finish baking the pie, and put together an education curriculum in the time I was gone? The pie alone would have taken you 45 minutes, and that's just the time it takes to bake!
1. She might have made the pie prior for herself, but you showed up so she might as well share it with you. 2. She might have had the curriculum prepared for a long time in case someone falls here so that she could take care of them. Conclusion, everything she could have actually done since she left you was the grocery shopping.
You couldn't think of any conversation topics? After she just graced us with a book called 72 Uses for Snails?
Tension. When things get tense, you may even forget your own name.
Quick, behind that conveniently shaped lamp.
I'm not really calling out the conveniently shaped lamp cause, I don't know, haha funny, but why do you have a random lamp just outside your sentry station?
You know, when it gets dark and stuff.
Hold this, please. Okay, try now!
If not for Papyrus giving us the answer, how are we supposed to know how to solve this puzzle?
That's the joke. The maze is invisible.
Well, that was incredibly unlucky. The odds of getting that combination of tiles is 1 in 36 duodecillion, 703 undecillion, 368 118,801. Yeah, I checked the wiki.
And you seen it why? Just because Papyrus is unlucky?
I just realized a lot of younger people today might not know what TLC means, or even who TLC are. They probably only think of the TV channel, and that makes me feel old. I blame the game. Fuck you, game.
I blame you for making me look up what the LCR. Fuck you, Charriii.
Some of the presents are addressed from Santa to various locals.
How would the underground know who Santa is? They started the tradition of decorating a tree and putting presents underneath it because of gift drop being vandalized. Where does Santa fit into the equation? Even then, assuming that Santa still exists in the human world in this universe, isn't it a huge coincidence that the same character exists in both the monster and human worlds?
So, Santa could be simply a name of a very generous monster that likes to give gifts to others. It might also be a coincidence. One way or another, there is nothing wrong about this.
Yo! You're a kid too, right?
No problem, a skeleton will tell a fish lady about it. That's politics.
Don't make a politics joke, don't make a politics joke, don't make—
Charriii5 is the game because he thinks he's funny cliché.
The last time I prepared a bone attack, my girlfriend kicked me out of the room.
Charriii5 is the game because he thinks he's funny cliché.
Number 2.
We could go in and, do whatever people do when they date?
Considering all I can think of is the word bone right now, how about let's not and say we did?
Why do you sin the game? You should sin yourself for only thinking about bones.
I'm just a dozen away from a double-digit follow account.
How do you have -2 followers?
Or he can have 111. He said that he's quite popular, right?
A jealous troll has besieged my online persona.
You never see it coming.
Did you sin the reference? Or you made the sin a reference? In either case, the game did nothing wrong.
I snagged an official dating rulebook from the library.
In preparation for a date you didn't even know you'd have? I mean, I guess it's better to be safe than sorry, but—
I won't sin this, but if you have flirted with him, I'm sure he knew that he was going on a date. In the other case, your sin is valid.
why do you have a comb? You don't have any— ah, f*** it.
The things you said. Horrible, shocking, unbelievable. It spooked them right out of their dummy.
Really? Because I gotta say, I'm not much of a conversationalist, and the dummy seemed kinda quiet. I don't think I said a single word that entire time.
And what? That's a completely irrelevant fact.
But our main customer disappeared one day. Now it's just some hairy guy that shows up once a month.
Does Napstablook not know who King Asgore is? You know, the king of the underground?
It seems so. Some people are really uninterested. You have no idea.
What? It's a living.
You get paid to be a training dummy? What would you even use the money for? Even if you could eat, I don't think you need to. And you seem to live outside anyway. Why am I analyzing whether or not a dummy needs a wage at all?
Exactly. He can buy, I don't know, ghost sandwiches. Why do you sin the fact that a ghost has a job? This is a game where a flower can turn into a goat with infinite power. Why is a ghost getting paid weird to you?
That's a lot of money. Can Tim really accepts? Okay, Tim go to college and make you proud.
What? No, don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure you need your face when you go to college.
Fun fact, you do not need a face to go to college.
Yo, wait, help, I tripped.
How are you even hanging on? You have no arms. And if you're somehow holding on with your teeth, how are you talking?
They can definitely hold on with their teeth. Talking might be difficult, but not impossible. Also, they can hold on using their neck, assuming there's like a piece of dirt to hang on.
Man, I should really go home. I bet my parents are worried sick about me.
Who are your parents? You keep talking about them, but we never see them. I never saw any monster that looked like you in Snowdin. Is this your house? Is your father the creepy dude that gets off when people knock?
Why does this bother you so much? Their parents are not relevant to the story whatsoever.
Considering that Alphys is a royal scientist and we're cool with Alphys, couldn't she just tell the royal guards to get out of our way and use the elevator? Like, certainly she has clearance, right?
She might not have clearance. She's just a scientist. That's like assuming that the Ministry of Healthcare can withdraw troops.
How many flies are in this jar?
How on earth would Alphys know this? Is it her jar?
It might be. Or maybe it's Metadon's jar that she simply knows about.
I accept. Let's all frolic in the fields of friendship. Not.
The 90s called, they said they want their 80s comebacks back.
Charriii5 is the game because he thinks he's funny cliché.
I'm fairly certain this is a banana, so I don't know what sauce you think we're gonna make.
Or it could be a yellow chili pepper. Also, you don't know the monster's cuisine. Maybe they make some sauces using bananas.
I'll take the human souls, cross the barrier, and beat the hell out of you.
What makes you think you'd be able to?
Right.
You need 7 souls. If you could use less, why would monsters still be in the underground?
You need 7 souls to destroy the barrier, but you can cross it with just the mixture of a human and a monster soul. So 1 is enough.
About the puzzles on the left and right, they're a bit difficult to explain, but, you already solved them? Awesome!
Are you not watching me on your console anymore? Because you'd clearly be able to see that I figured the puzzles out. Like, how come sometimes you know what's happening and other times you don't?
She's very busy uploading trash status on Undernet. Since you've seen the fact she does that, why do you also say that she doesn't do something else? She didn't always watch you. She even said in a status that she didn't watch Undyne fight you.
Well, I mean,
That's a brilliant idea, Alphys!
Alphys.
Didn't Papyrus say something about wanting to drive down a long highway during his date? How does he even know what a highway is?
I mean, there is internet in the underground, so I guess he can search for pictures taken outside of underground as well.
Speaking of which, what about the comic books and anime that Alphys has? Where'd she get those? People say they're from the human world, but how'd they get here?
Do you remember when inspecting trash in the garbage dump it says, there are quite a few brands you recognize? This basically means humans throw away trash and it ends up there. People most likely threw away some comic books, anime, or even some car magazines, which would explain Papyrus's highway dreams better than the internet.
So, I wanted to be an actor.
Here we go.
I mean, it's your choice to talk with burger pants. That's not the game's fault.
And the girls laughed at me. Everyone calls me Burger Pants now.
And your real name is...
Charriii5 sending the game for a question cliché.
You know, one time I bought one of those kits online to make yourself more rectangular. They don't work.
Never mind why they would sell those. I don't know, man. Have you seen your head?
They sell those because Metaton is a rectangle and he is a celebrity, and you know, people want to look like their idols. Also, I don't know if you've ever seen a rectangle when you think Burger Pants' head is rectangular.
Oh, shit. Looks like Frisk is getting frisky. Yes.
Charriii5 is the game because he thinks he's funny cliché.
Monsters have dentists?
Why shouldn't they?
Kyle Hebert? The voice actor? The current voice actor for... For fuck's sake, how is that two Big the Cat references in one game that has nothing to do with Sonic?
So you're selling the game because it has two references to Big the Cat, one of which is not even a reference as far as I'm aware, and the other is just a random person who worked on this game that just happens to voice Big the Cat. Cause yeah, that's the game's fault.
So sorry, just everything about so sorry.
That's so sorest.
Why not inject a living monster with determination? I know you can't inject into their soul directly, but why not, I don't know, have them expose their soul the way Frisk does during a fight?
Frisk is a human, the monsters are not. Perhaps it's not that simple or possible at all.
See, this is what I'm saying. The flower didn't need a soul in order to be injected with determination. How then does Flowey have it?
Flowey does not have a soul. That's why he is so happy when he turns into Ezreal, because he can finally feel again.
The audience is dying for some romantic action!
What's Metaton even doing here?
Papyrus called everyone here. So it's either that Papyrus also called Metaton, or that Metaton asked Alphys about where she is going and I don't know, made a new show called Reunion of the Royal Family or something.
We can finally fulfill our dream of having a pet cat.
The cat girl wants to have a pet cat? Isn't that like a human wanting a pet baby or something?
This analogy makes sense, but I think there is a significant difference between an anthropomorphic cat and a feral cat. I would say it's fine, but whatever, not setting this one.
Oh man, sorry. That's brutal.
Tori, huh? Gee, looks like someone else is boning Toriel now. Yes!
Charriii5 is the game because he thinks he's funny cliché.
You expect me not to get hit by any of the 883 people that backed this game on Kickstarter?
Unless you want a secret that has nothing to do with the lore, not really. Touch them all you want.
Well, time to kill everyone I grew to love and care for.
Why are you sending the game for your own choice? You can stop playing the game right there.
I want to look my Sunday best. Or at least my Tuesday pretty good.
Don't you only have one outfit?
Didn't you just make this outfit not too long ago? For a costume party?
Good idea.
What did he wear before then?
Didn't you consider the fact that Papyrus could have thrown away, burned, given away his previous clothes after he made this outfit?
Fucking Jerry. Fucking Charriii5. Seriously, who are your parents? Did they just up and leave you?
Why do you sin this twice? Why do you care so much? Why are you so rude towards Monster Child? Those are 3 sins.
You know, I never questioned it before, but why does Undyne hesitate here? She knows the human is dangerous, she should know everyone else is evacuated. What did she have to lose by striking? Could she afford to not strike at this point?
She could have hit Monster Child. She wasn't probably 100% sure it was a human. She didn't need to risk hitting a monster. Everyone is evacuated from Snowdin town, not anywhere else as of now, and this is proven by how many monsters you will encounter in the waterfall.
It's a pair of ballet shoes. Will you take it?
Hate to be that guy, but it's will you take them?
Oh wow, you sing grammar now. Okay, what was it you said before?
Could she afford to not strike at this point?
Hate to be that guy, but it's afford not to strike.
Nah, I'm not a hero. Never was.
But what about that hammer of justice shit in the pacifist route? How is what I'm doing now affecting events of the past?
Charriii, let me introduce you to a thing called lie.
Ah, shit! What the fuck? No, damn it!
Again, what's the sin here for? The battle being too difficult? Why? That's the point.
You killed me, but I'm not actually dead? How does that work? Cause, like, I get determination and all that, but if I wasn't actually dead, shouldn't I be able to go back to my save point? Or if I was actually dead? Man, I don't know.
If you don't know how to back up your point, then don't sin the game for it. The reason why you can't go back to your save point is simply because Charriii is more powerful than you.
Comrade, you just posted cringe.